July 2026 presents a sharp dividing line. The daytime hours demand complete stillness and reflection, while the evening suddenly releases a wave of forward momentum. To navigate it, you have to play by two entirely different sets of rules. If we look at this stylized model of the solar system, we see the primary reason for the daytime quiet. The sun is burning bright in Leo, but the moon is void of course. After its last angle in Scorpio the night before, it drifts without making major aspects, severing its connections to the other planets. Then the entire sky shifts. Notice how the isolated moon model snaps onto a new trajectory here at 9:08 p.m., entering Sagittarius. Even earlier, at 6:57 p.m., the secondary node representing Mercury shifts forward, ending a retrograde phase in Cancer that began in late June. Together, these two movements rapidly unblock your communication channels and ignite a surge of nighttime energy. This pivot happens against a complex planetary backdrop. With Venus in Virgo, Mars in Gemini, and Jupiter in Leo, tense angles are forming. A continuing quincunx between Venus and Saturn creates friction between wanting to express feelings and fearing rejection, while a developing aspect between Venus and Chiron surfaces old wounds specifically so they can be addressed and healed. Navigating today successfully comes down to timing. By leaning into the friction of the afternoon and organizing your unfinished business, you prepare yourself to harness the liberation waiting for you after sunset. For Aries, the void moon dictates the daytime agenda. Clear out your lingering projects and clean up your workspace. Mars gives you the mental flexibility to handle the backlog, clearing the deck so that when Mercury goes direct tonight, you can make decisive professional choices without any lingering ambiguity. Taurus will feel an unusual stillness through the afternoon. Use this pause to review shared finances and joint expenses, rather than making new commitments. As the tension lifts in the evening, you'll finally find the space for a patient, sincere conversation with a romantic partner. Gemini, you are likely wrestling with severe mental restlessness right now. Focus on drafting and organizing your inbox. Your ruling planet Mercury finally moves direct tonight, which will immediately untangle weeks of mental knots and clear up stalled financial agreements. For these early signs, resisting the urge to force outcomes before sunset is the exact mechanism that guarantees clarity later tonight. Cancer experiences a pivotal personal milestone today. Mercury moving direct happens right in your sign. This shift sweeps away weeks of profound internal confusion and brings immediate clarity to family discussions and household finances that have been stuck in limbo. Leo, you have the Sun and Jupiter fueling your confidence, but the void moon asks you to hold back on major declarations or large purchases during the day. Let the evening clear the communication channels. Then Jupiter will empower you to close negotiations that have been stalling. Virgo faces a subtle psychological adjustment. With Venus in your sign, use your sharp perception to quietly correct details and fix systemic errors through the afternoon. By nightfall, the fog lifts, allowing you to peacefully resolve recent romantic misunderstandings. Cancer, Leo, and Virgo must prioritize quiet, internal alignment over performative action. Doing the quiet work during the day ensures you can harness the restorative power of the evening. Libra needs to delay bold professional announcements and hold off on signing joint financial agreements. The afternoon leaves too much up in the air. Wait for the evening to restore clarity to your long-term direction and public reputation. Scorpio hosts the final hours of the void moon, turning raw, intense daytime emotions inward. Review confidential tasks calmly. Once the evening arrives, you gain sharp clarity on legal matters, educational goals, or travel plans that have been severely blocked. Sagittarius steps into a climactic evening. This timeline graph plots your emotional energy against your communication clarity. Notice how both lines stay flat through the daytime hours. Then, right at the 9 p.m. marker, they spike upwards simultaneously. That happens because the moon enters your sign just as Mercury goes direct, creating a surge of optimism and removing hesitation from your partnerships. The universe is testing the discipline of these three signs. For Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, the momentum for growth and expansion only builds after the sun has set. Capricorn finds a hidden sense of relief today. Stick to methodical planning and organizing shared resources during the day. This preparation sets the stage for Mercury to restore wisdom to your financial negotiations and deep, intimate connections at night. Aquarius, endure the slow pace of the afternoon by journaling and meditating. Pluto is shifting your identity quietly, and the evening's momentum will validate your professional role and help settle your commitments and partnerships. Pisces experiences a gentle release from the tension of daily service. Maintain your boundaries and stick to light routines during the void moon. The evening's clarity helps you settle old romantic memories and establish firm limits regarding your time and energy. These final signs encapsulate the lesson of July 23rd. Structural realignment and deep emotional healing are the specific rewards of deliberate daytime patience. The spiritual lesson written into the stars today is a reminder about the value of pauses. The universe occasionally forces us into stillness so that we do not rush past our own clarity. If this guidance helped you prepare for the day ahead, please like this video, share it with someone in need, and subscribe to the channel for your daily celestial roadmap. For deeper, personalized astrological and spiritual insights tailored to your specific chart, visit donastro.com. Today's forecast was prepared by Afif Al-Kadamani, consultant in astronomy and spirituality. You can find more resources at alkadamani.com, donastro.com, and masonia.com. Remember, the sky is always speaking to those who listen.